Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunswall Gaming. So we've got another one for you today, Map Control, and we're on the new map for this one. This one is Ghost Factory. Now, being a new map, the gameplay on this thing will change. It will. Hands down, in the future, the gameplay on this map will change. But for right now, and the way it's being played currently, I'm going to give you my tips, my bits of advice for it. I've been on the map a lot. I've seen a lot of teams fail. I've seen a lot of teams win. And I've seen why and how. So I'm going to share with you just what I've come across on this. And hopefully you guys pick up something from it. So if you guys want some extended, basically just pinpoint map positioning and that sort of stuff, let me know in the comments below and I will do another video just pointing out all of the best TD spots, mediums, locations, where to play your heavies, that sort of stuff. Okay, but for now, what I'm doing is just the map control, overall gameplay, how to get the best possible chance of winning on this map. So hit that subscribe button for me, hit the like button, and let's get right into the video. Now, you guys hear me say it a lot. Don't go into this specific place at the start of a match, and it's no different for this one. Don't go to the factory at the start of the match, guys. It is just a bad idea. Now, that aside, now that I've got that out the way, if you're in a medium tank, if you're in a very medium lineup and you're going out towards this route where, you know, it suits medium tanks more, this back corner right here, if you're going to push in here, you have to push in and you have to control it. If you don't, every single person on your team will push into this section here and get stuck and your team will die. I've seen it happen so many times. You need to get at least a couple of tanks to the back corner here, preferably over the mound to the left of the rocks and the hill, and control the back section of the map. If you don't control this hill, you're most likely going to lose this corner. However, there are places to the left over here on the other side of the hill that you can use if your team's not pushing into that corner, and it will utilize this section of the map so much nicer. But like I say in the comments, if you need to or want me to, I can do a more specific map tutorial on this one. But this is part of the factory. This is why I say don't come here at the start. Now, I can see these tanks, but if I couldn't, I would pull out here just like I did anyway and get absolutely hammered because you can't see tanks through those doors. And if you're inside that factory, tanks can come at you from any direction. Now, I get out of here very luckily, so I can continue this little map explanation, but that is exactly why you don't go into the factory at the start of a match. It's chaotic. I lost all my hit points in the space of like 10 seconds. And if you don't know the enemy's there, you probably won't be prepared to run out of that mix like I was. Anyway, stay with your team as well, guys. On this map, it is a big thing. You need to stick together. If you have two tanks go, say, the heavy route and the rest of the team goes the medium route, it's not going to work out for you. This map is a large map. It's quite big, and there's a lot of obstacles in the way from one side of the map to the other. So if you're separated from your team, you're not going to get help at all. So stick together, stay as a unit of 7, and you're going to see in the next video exactly why that is such a big thing on this map. Anyway, once you get towards the end game like we are here, you can get into that factory and you can fight it out because there are less tanks that are going to find you and crossfire you out. However, if you play your cards right, you can, and you're in a medium or a light tank, you can run around the outside of this building quite quickly and you can take shots like I'm doing now from a distance. And I do suggest doing that. Now, if you are in a heavy tank or you want to get inside that building, all I can say is be very cautious. Anywhere in that building, you can get shot from basically 3 different angles at any one time, and that's not good for you. So do be aware of that inside that building. Now, I didn't do too bad there. My whole team came out
quite well off. So, I mean, it was a good average gameplay just to show you guys how that map can work. Now, we are going to swap to the other side of the map, and I'll take you on a quick little tiki tour around there over in the coal mine section, and just continue going over a few things. Now, on this side of the map, again, don't be tempted to go into the factory at the start. It's a bad idea. However, if you're going out to this coal mine side and you're in a heavy tank or a hull down tank, get into that far corner as quickly as you can. You can use your turret up there, right? If you stay sort of central on the ramp leading up, you can use your turret to amazing extents up there. However, if you are in a much heavier sort of tank like I am, take this more sort of inside path and you will do well. Now, there are TD positions all around here. You've just got to know where they are, and again, I can show you those in another video if you guys want it, so let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you're coming around here in these heavies, you do have to be cautious. This is a very open crossing section, especially from the other side of the map. Now, I'm not too worried about coming out here and coming in front of the entire enemy team, because I'm going to be taking a lot of shots, and as you can see on the minimap, my whole team has stuck together as a team of 7. Now, these guys over here, there's been no other tanks spotted. We've now got tanks spotted behind us. The enemy team has not stayed together. They've just lost one tank already, which is a high damage tank. That Death Star can do some damage, but he didn't get a chance because he was not with his team. And this guy's going to have the exact same issue. Because all 7 of us were sticking together, we were able to get through here and just annihilate these guys because they had no support. And that's the thing that can happen on this map very, very easily. So again, stick with your team. Now, once you're at this point of the game on this map, I do suggest, if the enemy is pushing in behind you, turn around and go face them. Do not keep running around the map and trying to flank them. The map is too big for that kind of carry-on. Just take out the one front, and then turn around and hold off their flanking push. It's so easy to do. Now, from here, these doors actually lead to the other side of the factory, and if they were broken, I would be able to see all the way to the other side and see the enemy team over there. That's just how dangerous that factory is. There's a lot of tanks in there. I know that for a fact, but I can't see them, they can't see me, they can't shoot me. So just be wary of the factory. Always be wary of the factory. Now, I do take a lot of shots by this Kranwagen here, but that's okay. I'm a heavy tank, that's what I'm supposed to do. My teammates are jumping on him, and he's got no support because his entire team is inside the factory. He's got no help, his team has no idea what's happening out here, except for the fact that this guy's getting torn to shreds. My team have just been working the outside of the factory, and I mean, this is still a really, really close game. The enemy played it well, but as you can see, they've all just been isolated, and my teammates that have died, they've been the ones that have also been isolated. And now, when you get down to these sorts of fights with the factory, holding it from the inside at the end game can be done. And these guys here, they could have beat us if they just held this factory, because we didn't have any tanks flanking or moving around out wide. Like, our medium at the moment could go up to the back doors and get them behind that E100 and have cross shots on these guys, but because that's not happening in this match, the enemy had a very, very good chance of actually winning this fight in the factory. Like, right there goes our medium tank, he's dead, and we don't have the maneuverability to flank. The enemy lose this because they left the factory. So it can be done towards the end game. You can hold that factory and you can make it a very defensible position depending on what the enemy team does. Now these guys, they push out of the factory, unfortunately, and again, by doing that, because they thought this guy was isolated, they've singled themselves out. I'm now isolated. There's only 2 versus 2, but at the same time, my teammates are nowhere near me currently. So that was a good push by these guys. They could have taken me out. But again, guys, on this map, stick with your team. Just be very cautious of the factory. Don't go there at the start. do use it towards the end game to get flanks on your enemy opponents and that sort of stuff. It is a good tactic to do. And it's very good using that factory for that sort of stuff. But when there are 7 enemy tanks on the field, it doesn't work too well. Now, I hope this helped some of you guys. I hope you've all learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give me a like on the video. It helps out a lot. Until next time, stay safe, use cover. Cheers.